Welcome back to my flippin' van life. Today we are starting off with the adorable little puppers. They're sharing a little bit of pasta with me. They do love some pasta, but I only give them a teeny tiny little bit, just a little taste, and that's it. They got to eat their dog food. They're so cute though. I wanted to share that with you. Look at them begging for some more. All right, today we went to the city thrift, and I'm pretty sure these are all over the place. I remember being in different states and seeing them. So right off the bat, I found this pottery teapot. It was only $3.99, but it was obviously missing its lid. If it had a lid, I probably would have picked it up. I like the colors on there. It was definitely a studio-made piece. It had a little stamp signature on it. And here we are just looking through. That was a sea mug, but it looked really like well done. So I had to turn it over and I'm like, no, definitely mass produced. I don't know, like the sea had some special like sheen to it that kind of threw me off. All right, let's keep going. This was so cute, definitely newer and mass produced, but look at it. It has squirrels, it has mushrooms, it has owls, it has deer on it. I probably should have just got it for myself, but I'm like, I do not need another mug. As much as I love it, I don't need another mug, and it's not big enough for all my coffee anyway. All right, let's keep looking. I didn't find any handmade pottery ones. That was a World Market one. I did find one the other day that I was super happy with, so all right, let's keep going. Oh, that was a real pretty one too. And again, it was a contemporary mass-produced one, but I like the colors and the design on it. I thought that was really nicely done. Let's see. Big old goblet screams out ice cream, give me ice cream. And that one said Pikes Peak on it, and I have been to Pikes Peak, so I'm like, maybe I should start collecting souvenirs of all the places I've been and didn't get a souvenir from. Then I'm like, no, that's not a good idea. All right, here we are in the clear glass section. Not much luck over here. And then over here, we're starting to get to the metal section, I believe. And that was a daily bread platter. And I thought this was really pretty. It was a vintage style tray. And you put that behind a display as your backdrop, and that would look so lovely. It had some staining on it, though, so I did leave it behind. And I saw all these glasses. It was a beautiful set, but they had them all priced individually, like $2.99 each. And I thought that was a little high for each individual glass. And then I'm like, look, these little platters again. We saw them the other day at By the Pound. And here they are, a bunch of them here. I think they're only $2.99. And then there was a huge turtle clock down below. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. Not my style, but it's adorable. And this is part of the center display up front, and I really like these glass-filled, I guess, pyramid-looking things. And then I thought, wow, I think that might be Stengel pottery. I pulled it out, and then I realized that it had like a padding on the bottom, so I couldn't tell if it was Stengel or not. Definitely looks that brushed metallic style. So, of course, there's a box. I have to open it. There was nothing in it. And, yeah, those were not brass. They just gold-looking metal candlestick holders. And then over on this display, I found this adorable little cross stitch, and it said something about friendship, and it was from Carol, no, to Carol from Karen. And I thought that was adorable and super sad that it ended up at a thrift store. She gifted it back in 1985, so I guess they held on to it for a long time. All right, let's keep looking. All right, over here is like behind the counter. I can't go back there to get any closer, but I guess this is their high-end stuff, but I didn't see anything I wanted. There was a lot of sneakers in there. All right, over here, I like how they tried to display all this glass in beautiful rainbow color coordinated fashion. Definitely a modern piece, but I like the shape of that, and the color was real pretty. Purple glass, all modern, unfortunately. All right, let's keep going. We're in like the white section, I guess. Yeah, and then we got to the plastic section. I'm like, nah, I don't need anything plastic. And then up here was an ice bucket made of glass. Down here, I thought these were pretty neat. I didn't know if they were old or newer. I couldn't really tell. They were more of a ceramic, and they had like little star patterns on it, candle votives. And then I found a little apple bowl, and let's see, a round bowl that has to be displayed upside down so it doesn't roll away. And And, oh, boxes. I have to open them. Let's see. And here is just a jewelry box. But it was very well segmented out. You could have a spot for all your rings and brooches and necklaces. And then this was a like velvet lined wood box. And I like the shape of that. It did have some damage though. I like this clock. I've said it before. I love clocks in a display, even modern ones that look vintage. I think it's just a fun little pop of whimsy. All right, up here there was some candles, big old letters, plate holders, candle holders. Yeah, definitely in the metal section. All right, over here there was more clear glass. Oh, is that pottery down below? Yeah, it sure is. I'm picking it up. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a candle warmer, like one of the candle diffusers. I think it was only like $2.99 and definitely more modern, but I did like the MCM style of it. The colors were really nice. And more candles. Oh, these were all Party Light. Party Light's going to make a comeback. I'm calling it right now. Let's make it happen. I did not buy them, so it's not going to happen today. But I'm going to call it. All right. Little candlestick holders. They make some really cute stuff. And they must be vintage by now. Is Party Light still in business? And this candle holder I love because you can use it as a riser and put like a fun paperweight on it. Hi, Pretzel. And let's see. This looks like a planter and definitely modern. And then one of them threw me off. I don't know if I showed it, but one of them like looked like a planter and then I turned it over and it was for like utensils. That had like a cable knit pattern to it. It looks like a blue sweater in the form of a square vase. I liked it though. And then down here, I like the pattern on this one, but it was definitely like a dollar store one. And then we're getting into the flower section. I thought that vase was going to have a little bit more age than it really did. I like the yellow flowers on it, but the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, yeah, definitely modern. All right. Oh, here it is. I thought for sure that was going to be a planter, and then I turn it over, and it's like home utensils or something like that. I'm like, huh, didn't expect that. So I guess you can put your spoons and utensils in there. All right, a little bit in the planter section, but not too much. And yep. All right, let's move on. This is probably my favorite find of the day. Well, one of them actually had a couple of good finds. This is a Mexican folk art salt and pepper shaker. There are butterflies on one side and florals on the other. And then I got up to the cash register and I'm like, are they $1.99 for the set or each? And she's like, oh no, they're for each. I'm like, who separates salt and pepper shakers? Yeah, I still got them. $4. I thought, you know, still a good deal. But I thought that was weird. They priced them individually. All right, over here, I found some Fenton plates. These are not very desirable or high valued, and they were $5 each. So I did leave them behind. That one was like the 1979 Christmas. I like Fenton. I don't like their Fenton plates. Well, not those kind anyway. And then there was a Swiss cheese board. Like it was tucked away. You can put all your knives and utensils in the board. And that was a real pretty hand-painted platter. I don't think it was ever used. It still had the original sticker still right on there. All right, let's keep looking. Toaster oven, blenders. I'm like, wow, this looks brand new. Interesting. All right, here is my other find that I absolutely love. It is a handmade pottery. There's a stamp on there, right there. Of course, I could not read it. And it is a chip and dip set. I love it. It's big. I get it. I know it's going to be a pain to ship, but I couldn't leave it behind. It was only $5.99 and it was wonderful. I saw one the other day at an antique store. Not quite like that, but it was so good. And I'm like, ugh. But that one was like $35. So $6 is a big difference. All right, let's keep looking. The other one had like the metal stand, so kind of like the Blendo ones. All right, so here is the jewelry jar I got for $24.99 at Savers the other day. And I'm just going to save you guys the hassle. Here I am opening it up and going through it. I am going double speed because as I went through it, it became very evident that everything is tangled. Like, look at that tangled mess. So instead of becoming like a video about going through this jewelry jar, it became a video of me untangling jewelry. So I'm just going to save you the hassle of watching all that. And here is all the sterling that I found in that jewelry jar. Lots of sterling. I love that abalone shell pendant right there. Some tiny little charms that were sterling. Some earrings that were sterling. Lots of necklaces. That Greek key is very heavy, so there's a lot of weight to that sterling piece. And then up here, I also found a couple pieces of gold. And these are really bizarre because they're the chevron Texaco little service pins, I guess, and they have little diamonds on them. I don't know if the diamonds are real or not. And here I'm going to take off the back of both of these pins and I can show you that they are marked, and they actually have sold online. So I did comp them out and they both sell for about 80 something dollars, which kind of surprised me. So that's $160 right there sitting in my hand on a $24.99 jar of jewelry. And there are the markings on the back. I think whoever made the jewelry jar just missed it because one, it had the pin back covering the 14K marks on both of them. So I just don't think they saw it. So lucky me. And I've also been kind of neglecting showing you my jewelry because I don't really film when people are like right next to me. But here's some of the jewelry that I have bought over the last few days. This is a Kenneth J shell. It was $4.99. The cheapest one I can find selling right now is $50. That duck is amazing. This is just a quick view. I'm going to show you a little bit better in just a second. But that duck has a little baby duck and rhinestones all over it. So that was a really fun piece there. And then, of course, we have that big old blingy brooch in the back. The duck was not marked. And then we have this rhinestone dangle brooch. I don't know if that's vintage or not, but I did like it. And we had some amber stones. Here's that abalone flower I showed you the other day. And found some aurora borealis rhinestones. Here's the unicorn, the micro mosaic I got. Here's a nice little cloisonne earrings. I thought those were really pretty and well done. And this is a Carol Lee dog, so fun to find him. Dragonflies, green rhinestones. Oh, you know what I did not do is a glow check, so maybe I should do that. And here's the teddy bear, the glass, the kitties. I think that one's JJ. More rhinestones down here. And here's the pupper with the rhinestone collar. And just real pretty pieces. I was real happy with those. And then I have this Monet beautiful rhinestone piece in its original box. And then these, I believe, are wheat or cattails. I don't know. But they have a motion to them, so I really like that. Here's the back of it. No markings on it. There's a little antique pin, but it has no bottom part. And then I thought this one might be gold fill, but I was wrong. It turns out it is actually Sarah Coventry. So it is marked on the inside back of the petal, which is kind of hard to miss if you didn't look close enough. There it is, Sarah Cove. So that surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. And then, of course, we have the pink polka dot bangle that I have got the other day. So there's a quick little look at all the jewelry that I've been getting. Oh, and here I found, I don't know if this is vintage or not, but it is like a Noah's Ark bracelet. And of course, I love the animals, so I had to get that one. And yep, there it is. Super happy with all that. I'll be having a jewelry sale on knickknacks soon, and these will all be there. Look at that opaqueness matched up with the aurora borealis. Definitely well made. I didn't see any marks on the back, but of course it's still on the piece of paper, so yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out a little better. And then, oh, here's that beautiful green one. That's definitely vintage. I love that one. Now, this one was a little sad, though. I did get it. I think it was only $5, and it had a tiny little stone missing out of the bottom, so that was a little disappointing, but that's okay. And then this is glass, so I thought that was pretty neat. I don't know if that's a Murano piece or not. I'm going to have to look at it a little bit more. That pup's so cute. I love it. Look at the bling. Big bling. no marks on that one. Yeah, I could look at this jewelry like all day long. I love going through it. Here's the Carol Lee mark on the back of the dog there. So Carol Lee's a really good brand. I was happy about that one. And here's a few other brooches, pieces that were in that jewelry jar worth saving. That was Anne Klein. There was a Best. This is a made in India little pendant and a little Christmas tree brooch up here. So definitely was worth the $24.99 that I paid, given the silver and the gold that I found in there. Look at this cute little clover pendant. And oh, this is a vase I got at a estate sale. I cannot figure it out. I'll talk about it later. But here is some other pieces. There's a little Avon necklace up there. A couple Avon necklaces were in there too. So definitely some vintage pieces. And these had like a sapphire color to them, and I definitely cost them, but I did like them. And then I ran into another thrift store. I can't remember the name of it, and I raided their jewelry counter because everything was on sale. There was a little Trifari butterfly pin. These are Czechoslovakian crystals on these earrings. There is a butterfly, a couple butterflies. Somebody donated a ton of butterfly brooches, which I'm not mad about. Some earrings over there. I don't know if that is Liz Baker or just on that backing. And this little artist palette. So real cute pieces. I was happy with that little haul there. And oh, I also got these two items while I was there as well. A piece of Murano glass. I don't know if that's a toothpick holder. Looks a little big for a toothpick holder, but I love the design on it. And a little Steuben hand warmer bear. So very happy about that little haul there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.